Yo, E.
It's still coming in choppy. It's still coming in a little choppy though, just FYI.
Okay. Yo, what it good be? Hopefully it's what it should be. It's your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And we got one of the most legendary comedians. I'm talking about, I've been watching this brother stand up. I've been watching him go on stage. All of us have. Just going crazy. I've been from the Chappelle Show, from him going to the Breakfast Club, because he's like the fourth member of the Breakfast Club. We talk about my friend, Donnell Rawlings. Make some noise!
Yo, you know what, nigga? You can be nice, you can do all that shit, son. But I'm not fucking with you right now, son. I'm not fucking with you right now, son. I'm not, yo, you give me, like, I ain't saying who you had on the show or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you just, this is how disrespectful you are, right?
No.
Yo, you like this. I'm gonna smoke with you, son. You like this. You like this. Oh, D, I need you. I'm like, well, let's plan it out. D, this is what you do.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna do it at 6 o'clock, right? You call me, yo, son, this is what I'm saying. You say to me, what you gonna do, nigga? Right? 6 o'clock, you wanna go up. You hit me at 5:56. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? What's up? You a real nigga or what, son?
I'm sorry.
So you called me coming from motherfucking Whole Food, nigga. I heard background noise, son. I heard background. It wasn't producer fucking room talk. It was like, nigga, oh, yo, I'm gonna get an asparagus and so take the show or what? That ain't right, son.
Yo, so let me ask you, out of all, what is Ashy Larry your favorite character?
The favorite character I played?
Yeah.
Nah, actually, Beautiful is a favorite character I played on that show.
Beautiful. Which one was that?
That was on the Player Haters Ball. And the reason why, I'll explain why Beautiful was one of my favorite shit, because that sketch was called Player Haters Ball. Like Neil Brennan, right? Neil Brennan, co-executive producer of the show.
The white guy.
The white guy. All right, you already know it. So I asked him, I said, what's the next sketch I'm going to be on?
Right.
He said, Player Haters Ball. I said, cool, right? So the next day, you get the call sheet and everything, right? I see the call sheet and I don't see my name. I don't see nothing on there. Nigga, I'm not even on there.
Right.
I said, I thought I was supposed to be in Player Haters Ball. He said, oh shit. White man. He said, oh shit. I forgot. He said, I forgot.
He forgot you?
He forgot me.
He just forgot the whole shit he told you?
Yo, you as crazy as you feel right now, nigga, imagine me. You like this. How do you forget? I'm like this, nigga, how you forget?
Does he smoke a lot? What the fuck?
Yo, no, that nigga was doing mushrooms or anything, right? It was like whatever it was. So I was like, he said, oh, I forgot. This is what he said. This is what I'm gonna tell you why this is my favorite character. He said, oh shit, my bad. He said, come up with something, right? This is the day before. This is what he told me this evening. The next day we supposed to shoot. He said, come up with something. I'm like this, come up with something. Basically, he said, nigga, just make something happen.
Like you wrote your own shit now.
Can you slow down? Let me tell you. Yo, niggas be always trying to get ahead. Like, so, no, I know, nigga, that nigga like, so Donnell, can I answer the question if you're about to answer it before you answer it? You be perfect in Hollywood. The Hollywood niggas say shit like this. A nigga be like this, I got an idea. Why don't we move that from that corner to the other corner? And then a nigga be like this, no. He'd be like this, I got an idea. Let's move for that corner. He'd be like, you know what? That's a great idea. I already know this. So he told me, he said, come up with something. So that night, and I already knew on the Chappelle Show, nigga, I didn't talk a lot on the Chappelle Show. I knew whenever you see me, I got to blow it up.
Right.
Because I was like this, you got to see me, Ashy Larry. When you see me, I'm funny. So he said, come up with something. I was like, what am I going to do? So that night, I called Wardrobe. I said, yo, I got to make this nigga. I don't even know who this nigga going to be.
You got to make him.
I said, I got to make this nigga. How we going to make this nigga? I was like, because I was on 5 Heartbeats hard, right? Night like this with that. So I'm Eddie Kane in my head, right? I look a little Eddie Kane-ish. You already see it. You know what it is, right? So I said, I told the wardrobe, I said, I want a suit like Eddie Kane. Give me some sparkles and shit, right? So the bitch gave me that. I call them all bitches, the queens or whatever you want to say. So she gave me the suit with the sparkles and shit, right? And I'm like this, oh shit, I can't work next. I said, oh shit, I ain't have no name, no nothing. And I'm a bald nigga. I ain't got too many options with my hair. But every character I ever played on Chappelle Show, up at that point, I was always bald. So I said, let me go outside the box. And I went to the hair people. I said, I want a wig. I want a Soul Glow Jerry Kill wig. Boom. They gave it to me, right? So that wasn't enough. I got the suit. I got the hair. And I said, I need a prop. I went to props. I said, yo, I want to spray my hair with some activator. But I want the activator to be in a champagne bottle, nigga, right? I'm a baller. And they was like, that's going to be too messy. I said, okay, give me an aluminum can. Give me some aerosol shit. They gave me the aerosol shit. This is real shit, son. They gave me the aerosol. I'm building this character, nigga. He didn't exist. He went from nobody to Eddie Kane Jr. to Soul Glow to I need a prop to the spray jump. I'm like this. And I'm hitting my hair like this. I'm making bitches laugh like a motherfucker, son. Nobody know what's going on. I'm like, I'm feeling good. I'm like, oh shit, nigga. I'm a little rich to the earth. I'm like, so we about to go, son, well, RIP, no doubt. We about to go to set. I don't got a name or nothing, right? And Neil Brandon, the white boy, I said, what's my name? He said, I don't know, B. Come up with a name. I'm like, nigga, I came up with everything up to here. Right? So I didn't have no name, but I'm like this. I know on the Chappelle Show, you got to bang out. When you get on, you got to bang.
Yeah.
Right? I ain't had no name or nothing. So I'm doing this. I'm making bitches laugh. I got a jerry curl. And I walk past this mirror and I said, nigga, you beautiful. I said, nigga, you beautiful. I said, I feel beautiful. I went to Neil. He said, what's your name? I said, nigga, I'm beautiful. The ugliest nigga that believe he's beautiful in the heart. And that's, son, that when you ask me why it's my favorite character, the reason why it's my favorite character because he did not exist.
All right.
Them niggas gave me an opening. You know what I'm saying? I could have been a Hollywood nigga and been like this. I don't have time for this. I need you to create the character and so. I could have did all that. I was like this, nigga. They gave me a shot, nigga. Mm-hmm. And I was like this. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? When I did that show, I always. Did you cough, nigga?
I tried to hold it in.
Hey yo, nigga. Hey yo. Yo, give me my mask. Yo, give me my mask.
Quarantine champs.
Hey yo, son, you trying to blow that shit? Yo, give me some spray or something, son. Yo, son, you trying to catch that shit, nigga?
I tried to.
You be like this.
She went viral.
And I was talking, he was like, I can cough with this nigga talking. So you say, I was like, what the fuck is we doing, nigga? But
all right, the Ashy Larry as a project nigga, as a dude that played dice in the basement. Right. I felt like I knew Ashy Larry.
Let me tell you this, bro. Let me tell you this. Niggas ask me, are you ever gonna get tired of people call you Ashy Larry? And I'm asking myself, why does this character resonate?
Right.
15 years, son. Mm-hmm. 15 years, son. Mm-hmm. And niggas talking about you gonna be Ash for your life? I was like, some niggas don't know nobody from nothing. Call me Ashy, LLC, whatever, tax break, small business loan. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking all that Trump shit. Nigga, I ain't no Republican, but all that shit, I'm taking all that shit, son. Yo.
Well, that's my favorite character. Let me tell you. I actually was at that Dice game in my mind.
You know what? You were, nigga. You were. I'm asking myself for years, bro. For years. Why? I'm like, why do these niggas love this nigga so much?
How did you come up with that?
I'm gonna tell you that. Nigga, can I get one story at a time, nigga? I got stories. What I'm telling you, the reason why you felt like it was you, because it was you, nigga. It was you. It was, oh shit, nigga. I gotta come up. I'm gonna take some chances. That bitch gonna be mad at me if I lose. If I win, that bitch got a new iPhone, nigga, right?
That's our homie Sonny DBT.
Yo, N.O.R.E, and I asked myself that question. Mm-hmm. What do these niggas connect with about him? Mm-hmm. Rags to riches, nigga.
Right.
He a nigga that's trying to get it. No, I'm trying. When I try to I don't want nobody to call me Ash. I never said that, but I'm like this. Why? I asked that question. I was like, why does America fuck with Ashy Larry? Because we all got an Ashy in us. We all got to want to come up, son. Right. We got to want to come up. We all want to be able to say, bitch, watch.
And we all go ahead.
Go ahead, Don. Go, you go.
And we all want to we rich, bitch.
We want to be rich, bitch. But you know what? But even with that phrase, bro, I'm gonna break that down. The best part, son, you know the hustle. When you make it, where everybody's like, oh, he made it. Nigga, you made it before that. Mm-hmm. You made it before that. Mm-hmm. But this is what society think you made it.
Right.
But you know you made it when you was in the car with your mans, right, and y'all came with an idea and you banged it out. You know what I'm saying? Usually what we do is niggas take years to catch up with our dream. Mm-hmm. Niggas tell you straight up, oh, did you expect this? Yo, everything is, I can't believe it's happening. Nigga, I knew it was happening. I knew it was happening 3 years ago. I knew I had to connect the dots. And Ashy Larry was that nigga. And I'll tell you another story about that. That sketch was not designed. That sketch was not designed for Ashy Larry to shine. Mm. Look who was in there. Eddie Griffin, Charlie Murphy, Eddie Griffin, Dave Chappelle, right? We didn't have a lot of niggas outside our circle. Mm. Eddie Griffin was one. Jamie Foxx was one. Mm-hmm. That sketch was designed for, if you look at the script, who had the most lines or anything, that was for Eddie Griffin and Dave Chappelle. Wow. Nigga, if you look at it on paper, I was a young nigga. I ain't had no money. Right. Every second on that camera means something to me. I had to go hard. Right. That the nigga wasn't even ashy, N.O.R.E. He wasn't even ashy. I looked at the script. He was a nigga with some shorts and some shoes, socks, whatever. But I knew that when I didn't get a chance to talk on that show, I had to rip off gate. So I got to get props. I go in there. I know I'm in the basement. I'm in Marcy Projects, nigga. The trash bag I had, it was real trash in that bag, nigga. That wasn't no props. I went to the trash can, nigga. I had a bag of Corona. Nigga. I had a bag of shit. I didn't know what was in there, nigga. I took that bag, I put it in there. But before I even did that, I was like this. This nigga needs something to make you fuck with him as soon as you see him, right? I said, I'm going to be ashy. I said, I'm going to be so ashy, I'm going to be able to write how much money niggas owe me in the side of my leg, right? I ain't tell nobody this shit. This shit I'm going to do. I'm not going to ask, can I do it? Because you're going to tell me no. I'm just going to go. I went to work that day, nigga. I told the nigga named Donnell, he was gay as shit. He was like, yas. I think Charlemagne was in this Rolodex. But anyway, I'm just saying, sir, you know, some niggas got niggas in their phone decks, you know, Lil Nas, Malik Yoba, and all that type of shit, sir.
But as soon as Trump announced that the stimulus checks was going out, that was like the first clip that black people went to. I'm rich, bitch. You fucking owe me, son.
Yeah, that's the type of shit people forget where it comes from. That's how big it gets.
That's how big it is. Yeah.
But let me tell you the Ashy Larry joint, son. Mm-hmm. So I got all this shit in my mind. I didn't tell nobody because I don't want them to tell me no. I'd rather like roll the dice and lose big or win big, right? So I went to the motherfucking makeup nigga. I said, give me some baby powder. He said, for what? I said, don't worry about it. Just give me baby powder.
That's how you went? You went like this?
No, listen. Listen, go perv. R. Kelly, nigga. You better dye your beard, nigga. Dye your beard, nigga.
You too, man.
No, nigga, whatever. I ain't dirty like you. You gonna fuck your beard, nigga. No, I'm talking at graduations, nigga. They look at your beard, they like that nigga dick was out doing the whole interview. You look like your dick be out, son. Yo. So listen, let me tell a story, son. So they, like I told the nigga, I said, give me the powder. I want to put it in my hand. He said, well, I ain't gonna tell you. And the reason why I did this because we doing the Ashy Larry sketch, nigga, they ain't got no dice on set.
Oh wow.
They ain't got no dice. Right. So I'm like this, I gotta do this. All right, I'm sorry, son. Close your eyes. I gotta do this, right? I gotta do that. Nigga look like this. Yeah, I'm about to do that right now. Look, I gotta do this. I gotta act like I got dice. I said, let me get some powder. So I got this shit. I ain't got no dice in my hand. And they say, go. Nigga, I did like this. Marcy, son. What? I did like this.
Killed the whole scene.
We keeping that, and I ain't doing no more, son.
Wow. First take.
One take. You want to know another one take?
Go ahead. Let's go.
Wayne Brady, which was my favorite sketch.
Wayne Brady, bitch.
Yo, okay, let me tell you that. The reason why that was my favorite sketch because I like the way it happened. It happened when Wayne Brady thought we dissed him. He thought we said some fucked up shit. He was a fan of the show. And it hurt Dave Phillips. Not hurt Dave Phillips, but Dave got a heart. He like, damn, nigga, he was fucking with us like that and he felt like we shit on him. He called Wayne. Wait, yo, what's up? Let's do something. Right? So the reason why that's my favorite sketch, because Wayne Brady, we know Wayne Brady is like, start spreading the news. I'm going to be a part of you.
The Price is Right. He owes The Price is Right. Like,
but that's a good job right now. But I'm saying the nigga, he's a real nigga. I'm telling you, Wayne Brady's a real motherfucker. But his path was different. You know what I'm saying? The nigga got diction. He's articulate. Right. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't gravitate toward that person. Yeah. Oh, that nigga could read. You know? That nigga try to read out loud. You know? Yo, black people make smart niggas look dumb as shit. Oh, brainiac, syllable ass nigga. It's true. It's the truth. Let a nigga be smart in the hood, nigga. We'll make you feel dumb as a motherfucker, nigga.
Nigga be like, you all graduating college.
Graduate. Oh, cum laude ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you make a nigga feel bad. So I know that was Wayne Brady's struggle. He like this. He came from a broken home. His grandma raised him. He been through the same shit, but he saw a different path. So even with that, I know Wayne Brady, nigga, he could be like this, fuck you niggas, I make you money.
Right.
But I know in his heart, it was something like, if you're a real nigga, right, you still want to be able to connect with your peoples.
Right.
So that could be the one thing that you can't get. You can front, fuck all the white bitches you want, do all the coke you want, and all that type of shit. But if you go to the hood and they talk about the hood, what they say, right? Mm-hmm. You can connect to it, or you can just dismiss it. Some niggas be like, fuck it, I don't need it.
Right.
It's cool. But I could tell that was something. And when we was doing that Wayne Brady skit, man, that nigga did not want to go hard.
Wow.
He didn't want to go hard?
He didn't want to say, Wayne Brady got to smack a bitch?
He gave like 30,000 options, son.
What were the different options?
Yo, like, is Wayne Brady going to have a misunderstanding with a young lady?
Okay.
We got the go.
Shit. You know, no, I'm bumped. I know I'm about to leave. I know I'm about to leave, son.
We're going to hit you right back.
Oh, no, don't do that, no, fuck that. If I gotta leave, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be the realest shit ever, son. No homo. You got my dick sucked so many times in a day, son. Yo, I know you ABC, NBC. I know you corporate. You can't laugh to this, but when you leave, you be like, that nigga crazy as shit. But
I can't. Yo, my music was playing. Was he talking?
Okay, let me tell you.
I got the music playing. And
Yo, let me say this, son. I know y'all can fuck with corporate money, son, but I'm just saying, drive-by guy with a booming system, son, nigga, I was light-skinned, nigga. I had a sunroof, son. And the bitch didn't know the words. I used to yell out, sunroof open so I could feel the wind blow. nigga, let me tell you, nigga, it was a Honda Accord, son. Yo, give me back.
Off the mic.
Give me back. I need to go back, son.
Give me back, boy.
Give me back, son. I'm coming back. I'm telling y'all some real shit. Okay. L, and I'm telling you, I was a dark-skinned nigga. I was not trying to fuck with you, son. Because you was light-skinned, you was cut up, nigga. You was tall.
Shit.
Yo, son, you was tall. I was a little nigga. I hated you, and you had muscles and shit, and you had dimples, nigga. Yo, I hated dimple niggas growing up, son. I'm like, this nigga gonna beat me up, and then you had a dimple on a nigga, right? So I'm telling you, son, I didn't want to be you, but I was you. And I used to drive by, bitch, fuck out of here, yo. I'm saying, I'm telling you. I'm real. I'm real. I always connect with you. But I'm gonna tell you, one of the most powerful things you did, son, you was at an award show, son. And I can't remember what it was, but you was talking to niggas the youngins, and you was talking about hip hop. You was talking about God.
Yeah, it was the Source Hip Hop Awards. I know.
Nigga! I got my dick sucker. Get off of that, son. Yo, I doubled up, nigga. I was like this, and we non-profit. Yo, nigga, and we non-profit, and we give a fuck, nigga. Stop playing, son.
I love it.
Yo, I'm telling you, son. Niggas say I'm gonna interrupt it, and I get excited. But yo, this is what I want to say. Bro. On hip hop. And you know, this is a business that's not friendly to niggas getting older. You know what I'm saying? It ain't rock and roll. I can watch it forever. They say you got a minute, and when you fuck with you, better hope you stacked up for that minute, and you ain't gonna get another shot. You get another shot. You know what I'm saying? And the things I respect is like, nigga, you go to them niggas. I could do whatever.
Well, you know, it's funny.
And you change genres. You change genres on them niggas, son. And you took your hat off, nigga. You took your hat off, son.
Take your hat off, Donnell. Let me see that shit, Donnell.
Oh, nigga, y'all gonna laugh, nigga. Yo, first off, I'm playing for an older road, nigga. Whatever, nigga. Fuck, what is it? What we doing? Yo, what we doing? Yo, I got confidence. Yo,
you gonna get that role. You gonna get that role.
It's only 2 rows with this right here. This nigga say, yo.
Donnell, if it's any consolation, you got more hair than me, B.
I know what I'm saying, but you look.
If it's any consolation, you got more hair than me. You know.
I know. But you look bookable. I don't look bookable, nigga. Just 2 roles.
Yeah, you look bookable. Go ahead with that bullshit.
Nah, the 2 roles. Morgan Freeman's still living, nigga. When Morgan Freeman died, I'm good, nigga. Yo, nigga.
Don't do that.
Oh,
in COVID season, you can't say that shit.
Yo, that nigga going. That nigga, he going. Get out of here, nigga. I need them roles.
Yo, Rogan's 100 years old. Rogan's 100.
That's not what I'm saying. But for some reason, nigga, then the life of the man in the head, nigga, it's done. It's done, son. Look, I don't give a fuck, son. But yo, L, I couldn't remember. But that award we were talking about, right?
The Source, the hip hop
Source hip hop.
Yo, when I tell you,
BET Hip Hop Awards,
whatever it was, when I tell you, you moved me, son.
Thank you.
Yo, I was like this. Yo, y'all understand who's saying this? And he's saying it when you understand. I cannot remember what the topic was. Mm-hmm. Yo, N.O.R.E, where your producer at? Tell a nigga to Google that shit right now.
Has, he's on.
Yo, tell a nigga, y'all gonna understand. Y'all gonna say this nigga ashy, whatever. But you gonna understand what I fuck with. That shit right there, son. I was like this, oh shit. I was like, this nigga could say, fuck all y'all niggas.
Nah,
this nigga could say, you're not gonna do it. This is my point. This is what I'm saying. A lot of niggas do it. Like, I'm good. What did they say over there? What did they say in Queens? I didn't understand. But it was like this. And the way I felt it came from a motherfucker like, nigga, I am the example. All that shit y'all talking about what we can't do as black people. This is what I get frustrated with black people. We got too many examples. It ain't 50 years ago like this. It ain't gonna never be no black scientist. It ain't gonna never be no black astronaut. It ain't gonna never be no black this, black. The only thing we had left, was it ain't gonna be no black president. Guess what? Bomb, nigga, you can't say nothing. Mm-hmm. Go get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anything is possible. Yeah. Anything is possible. I mean, it's just a matter of, first of all, you gotta be willing to, you gotta have the courage to risk dreaming big. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. See, a lot of people are afraid to risk dreaming big. They're scared of disappointing themselves. It's just scary to think big. It's scary to think I can take it to another level. That's a very, very uncomfortable space because there are no excuses out there. You know there's pitfalls. You know there's danger. You know you're going to run into things, but you can't make excuses if you want to do big things. You just got to go for it. You got to be able to wear it on the chin and really, own it. And so a lot of times people get in their comfort zone and they don't want to step out there.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, but it's not just the sacrifice through action, but it's the sacrifice of your own ego. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's the sacrifice of your ego to actually put yourself in a position where you might. Sometimes, if you really want to succeed, you got to be willing to look stupid.
Yep.
Nigga!
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like,
yo, I'm sorry, N.O.R.E. I'm just saying this is why I be interrupted by accident. And the reason why you said that, and I'm using this as an example, when I did the Ashy Larry character L, I didn't know what I was doing, right? Eddie Griffin looked, that's a real nigga. He looked at me in my face. He said, nigga, you know why you killing this? I said, nope. He said, because you're not afraid to get ugly. He said, you're not afraid to let niggas look at your stomach. I got terrestrial, look at them arms, nigga. I'm not afraid. And it goes to what you're saying. Like, niggas ain't gonna take them chances.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta take chances. You can't have two things you gotta understand. You gotta put away your ego, and you have to understand that you have blind spots. So you need people around you that can identify blind spots for you. You know what I'm saying?
Forrest Whitaker, how many blind spots can Forrest Whitaker see?
This motherfucker, he went to the Forrest Whitaker.
Hey yo, I'm sorry.
Listen.
Yo,
tell you something.
Hey yo, I'm sorry. I love Forrest Whitaker. Nigga, look, this Forrest Whitaker. Yo, don't do this. Yo, don't do this, man. I love you.
Oh my God.
Yo, look. You know what's messed up about LL is like when you say jokes about anybody, like celebrities.
He knows
like
them.
L really knows them.
I know. You know what?
Like,
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you.
Nancy, I'm gonna have to see this dude.
Yo, not only that, but you know how I know that was funny? You know how I know that was funny? Because I saw 10 seconds of I ain't laughing at that shit. That nigga took 10 seconds.
Nah, I had to register.
No, nigga, you held that like a corona cough, nigga. You was like this. I
was getting a visual.
All right, you know the
all
visual.
that old shit. I was getting the visual on it.
All right. And when you saw the visual, you said, "Yo, this nigga played too much."
So Donnell, we're gonna let you be semi co-host, but you gotta relax. You're gonna be
all right. Yo, I'm sorry.
You co-host.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I realized.
No. You can be here. You can be here. Come on.
No, but I tell you. I know, but I'm telling you, I realized when I just heard LL, I was like, this nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I forgot to shut the fuck up. I be too hyped, son. And then I listened to L. I was like, oh shit, nigga. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But I'm happy to be here.
I'll let you know how much L means to me. Like, if it wasn't for L, it wouldn't be no me. Like, he was.
I know that so much. Because you told me when I said, nigga, what's about the show? You was like, nigga, I tried to get L here. He said, if it be, yo, this what you said.
I was going to put you before L.
Yeah, you was like this. I was like, I was supposed to be on before L, nigga. You didn't say that.
The opener.
You just said, what you doing? Okay.
All right, so we're going to get into L.
I'm sorry.
One thing about you, L, is like you and Will Smith very much impressed me, right? The two things that has been impressive is you guys was able to have a great rap career, right? Then go into like sitcom and then transition to movies and things like that. But like what Ashy Larry was saying earlier, my bad, I called him Ashy Larry, my bad.
Now I'm being quiet. Disrespect me all you want.
So what he was saying, no. What he was saying earlier was this isn't a game where people respect the people that's veterans, and that's why we started Drink Champs because we wanted to, But you are like the king of that, meaning like people really don't look at you like you're an older statesman. People really look at you like you're a person that has a jest on time, and you hooking up the Migos with the role. One of the Migos, Offset, I believe. Offset. How do you balance that? Is that something you do strategic, or it just comes natural?
Well, I think. One, you got to always be interested in the world around you, right? And, it's the old saying, adapt or die. You know what I'm saying? And then, there's another saying that, and you probably heard me say this before, if you don't like change, you'll like irrelevance even less. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just try to adapt and always pay attention and stay curious. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay curious and you just got to be willing to let yourself grow. That's the other thing, too. Like, I'm not pretending to be 26-year-old LL. I'm all right with where I'm at in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with my space. And I'm just trying to grow as an artist. And also, as you go along and as you move, you start like you did. When you started making it more about others than yourself, you grew. right? You put Drink Champs on and gave people a platform and gave people their flowers while they're here. And, the reception was amazing because there was a certain level of selflessness involved with that. Yes, you're going to monetize it. Yes, you should. But at the same time, you're lifting people up, giving people love, and you're talking to those that have been marginalized by many and treating them with the reverence that, the Bob Dylans and the Mick Jaggers get treated with. And that's the whole thing, right? That's why I started Rock the Bells. I mean,
I was about to get into
the whole thing about Rock the Bells is that the whole idea is to make sure that the people that started the culture and the founders and the pioneers, that they don't get marginalized and forgotten about. Like, I want Big Daddy Kane to be always celebrated. I want Eric B. and Rakim to be always celebrated. I want all of those artists. I want Dougie Fresh to be loved. I want Biz Markie to be lifted up. I want Roxanne Shante to be looked at big. I want to make sure that I do use all of my energy to lift up our culture and our community. You know what I'm saying? And that was open because go ahead.
Me and EFN, we received slack. Sorry to cut you off. We received slack because it's not that we don't interview the new people. Very seldomly, like once or twice, we'll interview somebody new. But we want to base it on the generation that came either before us or either a little bit after us.
Right.
And we don't feel that's nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a Hot 97. You have a Hot 97. You have a...
they don't have platforms currently that are catering to them.
And you know what it is look, you're right. Look, there's nothing wrong with bridging the gap. But it has to be reciprocal and it has to make sense, right? Like, it just has to be love. Like I have love for the Migos. I have love for Offset. But I don't play Offset's music on Rock the Bells because it's a different audience, different generation. He understands that. He probably don't even listen to Rock the Bells. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I will take him and put him on NCISLA and open the doors for him and bust the doors.
Nigga, put me on NCISLA, nigga.
Everything else, I'm gonna get you in Forrest Whitaker to do it.
Ashy Larry makes a comeback on that show.
Whip the shit out of you, D. So,
bring Beautiful on that show.
I'm not fucking Forrest Whitaker.
You with a motherfucker.
I got a question. This is a serious question.
Okay.
And I know it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that. It's okay to do this, it's okay to do that, right? Is it okay for a grown man to give another man a sculpture of his ass for Christmas?
Oh, you go about Charlamagne. You talking about Charlamagne?
No, I didn't say that, son. I'm just saying, son.
You not buffering that shit off.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what
you talking about.
That's what I want to know. I mean, they blocked me on, son. They blocked my turn me back on, son. Turn me back on. Turn back on. Turn me back. Hey, I'm back. I'm back, son. I'm back, son.
Ross,
Hold on.
This is Drink Champs, not Ass Champs.
That's what I'm talking about, son. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, N.O.R.E, can you, N.O.R E?
Personally, I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Is that a good idea?
Maybe I'm a little out of the loop. So
you are out the loop. I'm out the loop with you, nigga.
Okay, because
I'll explain, Al. Charlamagne gave Envy a sculpture of his shit for his thing.
No, don't say shit, nigga. Ass. Don't say shit. Ass.
His ass for Christmas, like being funny. And Ashy Larry and Charlamagne got beef right now. They want to do a versus. Ashy Larry versus Charlamagne and versus. Who do you think will win? Who you got your money on?
That's some fucked up questions, son.
Man, listen. First of all, listen, man. God damn, B. Y'all done took me out with that shit. I don't know what part of the game that is, but that's I'm gonna leave that to them. B. Like,
what part of the game that is.
When you're handing out sculptures of your ass like business cards, something needs to be figured out.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, B. But
we need to figure it out, nigga.
I ain't figured out shit. You figured it out. I ain't figured out nothing. You figured out.
Yo, we on the same page. I don't want to figure that shit out.
Yo, but Donnell, let me ask. Donnell, you against Mike Epps. What do you feel about that? Damn,
No, Where did he go?
I don't know.
Yo, he out of control. Be like,
yo, but has there been a comedian versus set up?
No, right? Kevin Hart against Affion Crockett right now. They saying they
need those shits would be.
Yo, it would be amazing. Like I think Mike Epps is hilarious. I mean, Homie is hilarious. Yeah. You know, they all funny, man. I mean, shit. For that matter, Charlemagne is hilarious, man. When he's talking crazy, he just got to relax a little bit, but he's hilarious.
Okay, I remember you had something.
Yeah, he got to relax a little bit, but he's hilarious. I like him though. He's funny.
Yo, hold on. L, let me ask you a serious question real quick.
Yeah.
We all were involved in the Hip Hop Loves New York movement. Shout out to the Universal Hip Hop Museum.
Of course.
And we see what we all could do, and we all unite and get together as a culture. You're doing that with Rock the Bells. On Drink Champs, we've been talking for years about creating some kind of hip hop union or something that takes care of the pioneers and the architects of the culture and everybody moving forward.
Yeah, I just I just had a real interesting conversation with Swizz about that. You know, on my IG Live, I do this thing, you know, every day at like 5 o'clock. We talk 5 o'clock East Coast West Coast, and we talk. And me and Swizz was talking about, you know, Swizz was saying that, you know, he wanted to raise, you know, $100 million to, you know, to take care of some of the founders and the pioneers and the medical and the things that are important. And I have to agree with him. I would definitely donate to something like that. Obviously, you know, it has to be, you know, transparent and it needs to be vetted and taken care of, which I know it would be. But I'm in agreement. I think that the pioneers definitely need to, and the founders need to be looked after and respected. That's why I've decided that, you know, I told Swizz and I made a pledge that as I build Rock the Bells, and because it's going to be a lot bigger and a lot more to come than what you guys are seeing now. Right now, you just kind of hear the radio station and you're not sure, but there's going to be a whole platform and thing that's coming. I'm going to give a piece of Rock the Bells as a company. I'm going to make sure that some of the founders and the pioneers have equity and have a piece of this and have ownership in it. I'm going to do what I can and make my pledge to keep moving the culture forward and keep contributing and keep giving. So yeah, I'm with Swizz 100,000,000% on that. And I also
just think, so you know, we started that 4 years ago.
Well, not only did you start
a conversation about it,
but it's the right thing. Like, listen, each iron sharpens iron, right?
Yep.
And any good idea you have is going to go to another level. And I think that you should take credit for that because you have been giving the guys their flowers and bringing people on, proving that people still had viable fan bases, even though they weren't at the top of the charts at the moment. And I think that you've been very instrumental in keeping the culture moving forward and keeping our, you know, like my generation, you're a little younger, but my generation and your generation connected to the people that they love. So, you know, I respect that 100%. So yeah, I'm with Swizz on that. I think it's great. And it's not to knock the youth, like the youth and the new generation of artists like the Offsets and the, you know, the Baby and, you know, and Tory Lanez and, you know, Lil Baby and NBA Youngboy and all of the different, they have the right to succeed and have success and get their paper and be kids and live life. They got that right. But as men, as we grow up, we got to think about some other things too. You know
we should set the foundation for them to grow older and not have to worry as well, or have something. Because I always say, like, I refer to SAG, like something like a SAG. Kind of like, I mean, I don't know if that's the right reference, but I feel like, you know, whatever
it is
out of it, you know, whatever.
I've had some preliminary conversations in that area. You know,
we need something bigger than SAG, and not only that, I think it should fit like a criteria, like how we do on Drink Champs. Like if you have 10 years or more, then we interview you on Drink Champs. I feel like it's the same way. Like if a person has been working in hip hop for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, maybe he didn't hit the platinums that L hit. Maybe he didn't hit the shit that Jay-Z hit. Maybe he just had, you know, a gold single or whatever, but he gave that same blood, sweat, and tears of us, and he gets 100%. Sick. And he gets sick. I feel like it should be people that step up.
Look, you take a guy like Special Ed. Special Ed made a huge contribution to the culture. He didn't necessarily have 1,000 albums and 1,000 hits, but those records were really important.
Yes.
And they, you know, and meant a lot to all of us. Yep. So, you know, like, yes, absolutely. Rob Bass, guys like that. Like, listen, like, it's not, you know, everybody's not going to have hit after hit after hit, just like everybody ain't going to have 20 Grammys. You know, some people get things happen and you get a run and it is what it is, but we should look out for everybody. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
And
for
guys,
sure.
and this is where I think where I think a little differently also is that not even just the pioneers, but like I said, even the younger guys coming in who aren't thinking about having insurance or having this or having, look at COVID-19, how it's hitting people, and maybe they weren't prepared for it, and they were an artist. If as a culture and as an industry, we said, look, this is what you can pay into the minute you get in, and then you have insurance. And you have,
you know what? I think what you're saying is right. I think, I think that that's there's a bigger conversation that needs to be had about that. I think that that's something that really needs to be thought about. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole idea of putting something together where there's, financial literacy, where there's insurance, where there's, some sort of annuity thing that, is deducted from royalties, where there's something that kind of, gives the youngsters an opportunity to have something. So when they finish going through their gold chain Rolls Royce phase, they got something left.
Yep. When you think about it, even the mafia had a union. Even not to be funny, but think about it. The mafia had a union, and they would I don't want to say we got to enforce it on this, but we should come to young artists and be like, yo, Blue Room, a certain amount. Older artists, we're doing it. We're all, so just in case something does happen, you know what I mean? But we're the insurance company, because insurance, something don't happen, they don't give you back your money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel like, if you gave your life to hip hop and you gave your royalties and then that's your 401k. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like we're all saying it's like the idea of you've heard about the blind men touching the elephant. You've heard that story before, right? Yeah. So we're all touching the elephant from different points of view, but it's all part of that one animal. You know what I'm saying? Right. And one side feels like a wall. One person thinks he's holding a snake. Other person thinks it's a tree trunk. It's all. But it's all that animal. And I think building something like that would be really special and important. And I think it should be all of hip hop. I think it should be all generations. I think there should be no division. I think it should just be, if you made an impact and we set a real criteria, you just can't be a gimme. It needs to be like you made some sort of impact and you really touched the people that way. Right. You should be able to contribute and be a part of it long term. Yeah, I think that's smart. I like it.
I looked at your Instagram other day, and you posted a picture with Tupac. And this picture of Tupac was interesting because I had never seen this picture of Tupac. It was like him in front of the courthouse, but he had an NYC shirt on. Mm-hmm. Now,
you talking about, was it my gram or was it Rock the Bells?
It might have been Rock the Bells, or it might have been your Insta. You might have been we Insta story in
Okay, right? Yeah.
So I was interested because I had never met Tupac, the New York Tupac or the West Coast Tupac. So I was interested. Did you know both versions of Tupac?
I knew Pac. I definitely knew Pac. I always Pac was cool, you know what I'm saying? The thing that I was, it's funny because, a lot of people, like I saw a couple of people thought that, somehow I didn't like Tupac or I was trying to talk bad about him or something. I saw a couple of people thought that. And the reality is I always respected Pac. I always respected his music. I remember a story, we was at one of the award shows and he came, he was walking and, I think what had happened was, this was like, I don't know which award show, it was one I was hosting, but he had came up on stage and he grabbed the mic out of my hand and he was like trying to yell in the mic and the mic was off. And I just grabbed the mic back from him. He's like, oh, you had to take the mic back. And I said, Pac, what? I said, Pac, why don't you just relax, man? What's the problem? What's going on with you? He said, no, man, y'all don't give me no love. I said, Pac, I just said your name in the record on my album, Mr. Smith. He said, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I think that
award show. You said it's an award show.
Yeah, it was an award show I hosted. I don't know which show though, but I'm sure if people really search in Google, they'll find it. I don't know which show it is, but I'm sure it's on camera somewhere.
Okay.
And what I would say is this: Pac was a talented brother. I think he touched the community like a pastor. I think his stories were so heartfelt, and his songs were really heartfelt. And I think that I didn't really get into East Coast versus West Coast. That was never my thing. Remember, my first album was Rick. I was on the East. And then my second album I made with the LA Posse on the West. Right. So I was already, I was cross coast in 86, 87. I was already coast to coast with it. Mm-hmm. But Pac is truly somebody that needs to be respected and remembered. not just for the crazy, the controversy and the craziness and the antics, but for his talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a real talented brother. But, you know, listen, I didn't know him that well, but the times I met him, those were the kind of interactions we had. It was never an issue. You know what I'm saying? I just saw a brother that was really...
And you met the Death Row version too?
I did. Yeah. The one I'm talking about is when he was on Death Row. He was absolutely on Death Row at that point. That was the version
absolutely.
I met. You know what I mean? And, you know, he was just... I just think sometimes you have brothers that just looking for love, man. Right. Just searching for love, you know what I'm saying? And look, love, people search for love in a lot of different ways, right? Like, people join gangs for love. Right. Like, you join gang because nobody cares about you. Maybe mom's is on drugs, or maybe pops ain't there, and the neighborhood is dangerous, and you feel like you all alone, and you join that gang looking for love, right? Like, it happens on many levels. So looking for love is not like I'm not necessarily looking at it as a weakness. I'm just saying it's a true fact. It's just the truth. Like, people search for love, you know what I'm saying? And I think Pac is one of those brothers that was definitely, you know, wanted that love, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to feel that love, you know what I mean?
Now, one of the songs, it doesn't disturb me, and it just bothers me slightly, is Little Baby. Is it Da Baby? And I think he got a joint. I'm going back to Cali like Biggie, right?
Right.
And it's great. Like, I get it. The age he's being, his age.
Yeah, but you know what? I know what you're saying, N.O.R.E, but the reality is, look, I know Biggie got going back to Cali from me. So if Shorty got going back to Cali from Biggie, that's okay.
That's not offensive.
Right.
That's not. I didn't say offensive. I felt like he should have said LL. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, you know. But you know what? Look, I've done quite a few things in the game, and ushered in a lot of things, and started a lot of things that, you know, took on a life of their own. Like, I mean, I named my album GOAT in 2000, right? And introduced that to the game and came out with this GOAT thing. Look what GOAT has become. Yeah. You know, and how many people truly associate me with that when they hear that word GOAT? I'm sure some, though I'm not going to downplay it, but at the same time, there's people who have no idea that LL was running around with Bimmy and we did this GOAT thing and came out with this GOAT album, and it started a whole worldwide movement of just people wanting to be the GOAT. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, so there's lots of things that I've done that are like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even trip off of that. I never feel neglected. I never feel underrated. I always feel appreciated, you know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? I always feel good about it. And I like to see the shorty doing their thing. And they ain't got to, sometimes if they don't recognize me, that's all right. I feel good anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the whole world. I brung slime to the whole.
No doubt.
And they took my
come on, you introduced Neptunes to the game. Yeah. You know, slime. You introduced me to the Neptune. You introduced me to Pharrell.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, it's all love. Like, listen, we all do our part. Yeah. We all do our part, B. That's why we part of this culture. That's why we're made men in the culture.
Exactly.
Nobody can ever say you're not hip hop. Nobody can ever say that we're not part of this. Like, we made, we in a mob, B. We made in this game. Like, it's real. Like, it's in the DNA.
Have you been watching the verses?
I have.
Okay.
I have. Absolutely.
Which one was your favorite so far you watched?
I mean, to be honest, I like Little John and what's my man T-Pain?
T-Pain. I thought you were Babyface Teddy Riley because you a smooth dude.
Yeah, no. Understand something? I made smooth records. I ain't necessarily a smooth dude. You know what I mean? Like, there's shit. There's sides to the coin, B. You know what I'm saying? And I like that T-Pain. That T-Pain Lil Jon thing. I mean, that one was crazy. Yeah. That one was crazy. And then I liked, it was a lot of them was great. I mean, Tim and the original, Tim and Swiss was great. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, the Nelly and Ludacris.
Primo joint was good too. Primo and RZA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
Primo and RZA was good. So I like that one. So now they're going to do Nelly and Luda, huh?
Yeah. By the time this come out, it probably already happened, but that's just going to be ill.
Yeah. Now, I would have to ask. If LL, you already said you was on the phone with Swiss, so I know Swiss is calling.
We didn't really talk about that. We didn't. Me and him didn't kick it. No, we was on IG Live. We was just talking like in general. I wasn't. We didn't really talk about me doing it. But I don't.
But if you were to do it, who? Because Al, you're so much in the space of positivity. Like it would have to be a pure celebration. So it would have to be something.
Oh, it would always be. I mean, because to me, like anything other than that, like the other type of battling is like, you know, that's down and dirty and all that. Nah, it's all fun and game. Like it's all fun and love. It ain't nobody taking it like a real battle. It's just a great party, a great vibe. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because the difference with me is that my music covers a lot of different realms. You know, people don't always remember that. You know, they only think about the big singles, but they don't. If you get into the weeds with my music, I touch a lot of zones. So, you know, it would have to be somebody who could touch all those zones like me. You know what I'm saying? I guess for it to be fun. I don't know.
Who is that, EFN? Who?
I mean, I think I'm the wrong person to ask because I would want to see like a legendary older side of L. Like I would like to see L go against KRS-One on verses.
Wow. That's tough. I mean, KRS-One is brutal.
Q would be amazing too. You and Q would be great too.
So I think that look, Q is my man. I love him. I love his music, but the music, there's such different vibe. Like,
but remember, it's a celebration, so it's not. It could be different vibes.
Yeah, it can be. It can be. I mean, I don't know. I would leave that to the people, man. I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm ready for that. Like mentally, like I don't even know if I'm prepped for that.
I was telling the guys here when we were getting ready for the show that it would be ill to have, instead of it being the different artists playing their own music, they love each other so much, they battling with each other's music. Like, I'm going to play N.O.R.E. and N.O.R.E. going to play EFN type of shit, you know?
Yeah. But you freaking artists out. You're going to freak an artist out. But they're like, no, you're going to be controlling my destiny and all that. I can see N.O.R.E. now. No, that ain't the one to play. That's the worst one. Like, yeah.
But that would be a true celebration, though.
I know, but I know how artists think. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Bananas. That would drive an artist bananas.
But that would be ill.
Right, N.O.R.E.?
Yeah, no, hell yeah. I couldn't do it.
But I feel you, though. I feel you. I don't know. I mean, you know, it's crazy, though, but it's definitely a good, energetic thing. And it's definitely something that I love. You know what I'm saying? I love the idea of just, you know, our culture, you know, what it's doing and how it's touching people. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I just love that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's right. It's right.
You know, that's what I love about our people. We make the best out of the situations. Like, people will tell you, like, you know, really jazz and, you know, if we look at the roots and things like that, comes from old Negro spirituals. You know what I'm saying? When we didn't have nothing and we would just get together and not to compare it to that, but, you know, not to just not, you know, ignore that. It's like, this is what's happening right now. Like, you know, I believe it started with D-Nice. I believe D-Nice got on there, and I believe he played for 9 hours the first time.
He set the tone.
Like I believe like he just went on and just people just start going, and we started realizing that this might be the new norm. You know what I mean? Like you know, clubs. Like, you know, I'm 42 now. Like I don't enjoy going to clubs. Like I like being in the club in my house.
Right.
Club Kama.
I like that virtual experience.
Yeah, virtual.
Nah. D definitely set it off crazy, and I think that we've also found out the importance. That and D-Nice set the example, but DJs in general. Like I think that people, you know, for many years it's been rap artists, MC, and we found out that hey, DJs do play a pivotal role in society because guess what? Who's everybody leaning on ultimately?
Yeah,
you know, is either a DJ or Netflix. All right, you like them DJs, they matter. And, you know, we got to respect them and we got to embrace them and we got to, you know, lift them up too and not forget about them. You know what I'm saying? We can't forget about them.
The thing about that is the next biggest DJ was DJ Khaled, but people didn't actually get to see DJ Khaled DJ. They got to hear his records.
Producer.
Yeah, as a producer, but I agree with you 1,000,000%. What they seen D-Nice, and D-Nice started changing hats, and it was just like, yo, I stood up there and released a me like 4 or 5 hours.
He created a movement, a whole movement.
And I was watching it, and I was vibing, and I was like, I was feeling the energy, and I was happy for him, and I was thinking about. It made me think about BDP. It made me think about we've known each other 1,000.
It reminded me of the old clubs where you wanted to get shot out. Like you walk in the club and it was crazy. You want to be seen, but
Michelle Obama, you know what I mean? Obama, and people saying what's up.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, that was a beautiful thing. It was cosmic. It was cosmic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's cosmic. Yeah, that was a beautiful vibe. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing my man, you know what I'm saying? And then seeing him getting his success and flowers and him putting that hard work in, I say,
well deserved, right?
Well,
yeah, B, like that's what it's about. Like seeing brothers come up.
Love that. He was on self-destruction. One of my favorite records. My name is D Nice. You know what I'm saying? I did that.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, taking out 2 seconds and you don't know how I did it.
But you know, something, guys. On another note, that it's well deserved, and he was semi-prepared to take advantage of the situation. Yeah, that's another thing too that I think we need to be able to do for other, like, folks older, obviously, than D-Nice, older than all of us, the other pioneers and architects of the culture that don't understand. Maybe they haven't been on the whole technology tip where they can take advantage now of the situation.
Well, so, you know, you got to take some responsibility too, right? Like that's why I said you got to stay curious. You got to make it happen. You got to have a vision, and you got to be willing to adapt as things go on. Doesn't mean people don't deserve help, but you have to take some responsibility and be out there,
100%,
right, and go for it. So I agree with that. I agree with that totally, no doubt.
Yeah, man. I mean, I believe our culture is just like we showing, you know, how much power that we actually have. Like, you know, when you guys came with FUBU, like, when is it going to be like, I know we have Black History Month, but when are we going to do something where we just really just show people like how much power we really have? Like, you know, with Tyler Perry, with the studio, like when... I
mean, he showed it in a lot of ways, right? He showed it. But if you talk about from a hip hop space, I think you're seeing a renaissance now. I think that the things that are happening, you know, with Versus, the things that are happening with Rock the Bells. I mean, these are things that, you know, I mean, you know, there was a time when, you know, rap didn't get played on the radio. Now we have whole stations, whole channels.
And globally.
I mean, and we're talking about 7 million people a day. We're not talking about 100,000 or 300,000. We're talking about 7 million people listening every day. Yep. So it's like there's a you know, I think that what we have happening now is your show, your platform. I mean, look at how big it's become. Look at the life you're able to live. I mean, we're showing it. History is being written as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, history is being written as we speak, baby.
I had an idea, right? I wanted to do like a real hip hop award, but make it like a Met Gala, right? Like make it like a real prestigious. You know what I'm trying to say? The word.
Yeah, prestigious.
And I wanted to, like, every year, like, it to be called the LLs, like the award the actual person.
Oh, for whoever. I know what you mean. Like the DMCs. I know what you mean. Like
I mean, just think about it. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is still, the main word is rock and roll.
Yeah, I know.
Where the fuck is the hip hop Hall of Fame?
Let me tell you. I'll tell you. You know, it's getting bigger and bigger every day. You know, like one of the things, like, I'm on the board of the Smithsonian, right? The national board of the Smithsonian Institution, and one of the things I talked to Lonnie Bunch, who's the secretary of the Smithsonian. He's a good friend of mine. And we talk about hip hop, and we talk about making sure that we get the narrative right. They need to know about N.O.R.E, Capone and Noriega. They need to know about, you know, CNN. They need to know about, you know what I'm saying, Mobb Deep. We need to know about, you know, Grand Wizard Theodore, you know. Mm-hmm. And so there's that part of it. There are conversations about that. But then the other side is that, you know, Rock the Bells is really going to, I think, do a lot for classic hip hop culture. When this platform launches and when you really come in, you know, everybody's going to come check it out. And when people come and check it out, you're going to see, you know, how much we're doing, you know.
I didn't mean Rock the Bells. I meant Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Okay. And what I'm saying is we're going to lay the groundwork for that kind of a world, like the world that you're describing, the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Like the groundwork is being laid for those things to happen. Like that's real. Like, look. Okay, prime example, like myself, I've been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I don't know, maybe 10 times. They nominate me and then they don't put me in. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why they keep nominating me, right? It's like, what are you doing? Like,
I didn't know that.
You just want to use my name for press or some shit? So like, it's like what the fuck is going on? But the thing is, it's like, but there's a lot of people, but you have people that vote for me because they give me love and they appreciate LL and they want, but then you have another half who are not maybe familiar or maybe they don't look at Around the Way Girl the same way they look at a Beastie Boys record, right? So there's that. So yeah, hip hop needs its own thing. Hip hop definitely needs its own thing. It has to have its own thing, and it's our job to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We got to do that.
By the culture, for the culture, basically.
No question. Right. No question. But that's to say, look, it's nothing wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not slamming the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's all love. Like, they do what they do.
Well, I'm slamming it because I'm never going to be the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So fuck the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Nah. But I'm slamming, you know what, though? Yeah, I feel you. But my thing is,
it all has its purpose.
But hip hop can have something too that is hip hop centric. They are rock centric, but they include hip hop. We can be hip hop centric and figure out what we want to include. So it's yeah, I feel you 100%. You're right, and I think you guys got a lot of big ideas and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of big ideas.
I got ideas. I want to bring you off the camera. But what is LL watching right now? What are you Netflixing?
What's your quarantine watch list?
Quarantine. Yeah, well, I was watching. First I watched Peaky Blinders. You know, Peaky Blinders is a gangster show. It's set in like the 19th century in Birmingham, England. It's about this gang.
My boy Drain here from England over here.
It's gangster. It's on Netflix. Dope. It was gangster. I love it. Peaky Blinders. It's hard. It starts off and you're like, is this going to be? It's crazy, right? Okay. Then I watched Ozark. You know what I'm saying? Ozark, the Wild Out, completely the Wild Out.
Yeah.
And then right now I'm watching the Medicis. You know what I'm saying? The Medici about the Renaissance, the family that ran Renaissance Italy for 300 generations, for 300 years, for over, for many generations.
That's a scripted show?
Centuries. Yeah, it's scripted. It's crazy. The Medicis. It's Medici, the Medicis. You know what I'm saying? And they're just an unbelievable. They were they were the crown princes of Renaissance Italy as a family, and they were some of the key sponsors behind a lot of the great arts of work in Italy. You know what I'm saying? So, but they also, they think very strategic. They move, maneuver, and do different things. So, that's very interesting. You know what I'm saying, to me. So I've been watching them joints. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. Those three different that I knew. For some reason, I knew you liked Ozark. I don't know why. I just knew.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's the Wild Out. Plus, I think the girl in Ozark, her and Sam Jackson,
the older lady,
they needed to know the young white girl with
the older lady's wild.
Yo, but the young one,
she's my favorite character of the show.
She needs to do a curse off against Sam Jackson because she got the foulest mouth.
I love that character.
Yo, she's amazing. Her mouth is so foul. Yeah, I just want to see her and Sam Jackson cuss each other out.
Yeah, she's the best one. Yeah.
So when because I know you got your own production company.
Yeah. Well, I do, but my focus is really Rock the Bells as a company. Like, I know for people that are watching this, it's kind of hard for them to get their minds around it because it hasn't launched yet. So because it hasn't launched yet, you probably have a lot of people that are like, well, what does he mean? I mean, it's a station, but Rock the Bells is really a serious company that I'm launching. And once it comes out, when people see the platform that I'm building and the things that I'm introducing to the world, I think they'll get more of what I'm saying. So, but production is part of that. Yeah, I would produce. Yeah.
So Rock the Bells will have production. It will have.
It's going to have a lot of things. I could show you better than I could tell you because I don't want to lay it out and people take it wrong.
A violator type of thing.
Well, no, it's going to be a little different than that. It's going to be. You got to see it. You got to see. Once you see it, it'll be easier to understand. And I mean that. And I'll take you through it, and you'll see what I'm doing. But I think Rock the Bells is going to be great for our culture. I know it'll be great for our culture. I truly believe that. Right. It's the right thing. It's what we need. And it's going to be a good thing.
I mean, you could already tell by the station, just the curation of the station, how much you care.
And then,
I program the station, right? Like a lot of people wonder, like, yo, well, who's the program director? No, I go through thousands of songs and I program the station. Like,
you're not leaving anybody out. You could sense that,
Nah. I got Cannabis. He going ham.
Yeah, I'm hearing Funk Dubious on
he
Rock
going in front of your firstborn. I'm playing his shit. Like, I play them all. Like, because I feel like the culture deserves that, right? Like I never reject something just because it may not reflect the best on me personally, because it's about the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's not about LL Cool J. Rock the Bells is not about LL Cool J. Rock the Bells is about classic, timeless hip hop and the culture. It's for us. It's not just for me. You know what I mean?
All right. And I saw you on Rock the Bells account with Tyson the other day. Tyson, I believe Roxanne, I forgot who else. Was on there. And, Tyson talking about the fight. You was
Cool V.
Cool V, yeah, my bad. And you were talking about his meal prep and all that. But then it was crazy because he said that sometimes he eat chicken, sometimes he eat fish, but he's mainly on a plant-based diet. And then as I'm watching this footage pop up of Evander Holyfield with footage previously, like how Tyson looked. It looked almost identical. I am scared to death of 50-year-olds right now, Al.
Yeah. I would tell you, man, listen. That you saw Mike throwing them punches. You go in there talking about you 25 and you got this head, I got this shit coming. You gonna get your head knocked off, B. Like, your man Mike, I'm staying clear of that bullshit. I don't want no parts of that bullshit.
He look like he ain't playing.
Hey, N.O.R.E, listen, man. Everybody watching this shit. NFL players, basketball player, I don't care who it is. Y'all saw him Mike throwing the punches. We don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of that shit, B. That shit look toxic.
How you know Mike is a real assassin is that he had on the shortest shorts ever.
He had underwear on.
Said nothing.
He had black panties on. Didn't matter. It didn't matter. He had the black panties on and was doing. It didn't matter. Them punches was so crazy. I wasn't looking at nothing but them fucking fists flying. They was doing memes. They had homie flying through the wall. The whole shit.
I felt sorry for the dude holding the gloves, man.
Mike is just
he needed a raise immediately. I don't know what he getting paid, but he needed a raise.
And he deserves to get a check on top of it. Like he deserves to get a check. But my thing is just don't don't run in there against somebody 20 years old with good wind or something and they slip.
I think it's for charity. I think when I was speaking to Fred Frenchie, the guy that I think he runs with Tyson a lot. I think it's for charity. I mean, everyone's gonna make a check, obviously.
Yeah, he should.
I think it's for his mental. You know what I mean? Like,
he deserves it. He deserves to do what he loves, man. And if we can, and if they can manage it.
Sorry to cut you off in a lot of ways. I kind of feel like that was you with cannabis, even though I don't want to bring up that, like you were so used to battling people back then. And like when you got to a new generation, it was like you needed that. And in a lot of ways,
I'm still like that, man. Like that's probably, would motivate me more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of it. Like that's hip hop. Like I would never
have that competitive spirit in you.
Just because I haven't heard me rhyme don't mean I can't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think, I know, the mind isn't like, this ain't basketball, B. It's not about knees and shit. Like my mind is able. You know what I'm saying? Like,
real shit.
I ain't gonna be, we ain't gonna be, I got the mullet check. It's 2020. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. You know what I mean? It's just funny though. Yeah. Cannabis was funny dude, man.
Did you see the Holyfield footage?
I did, man. I did. He's a beast. I mean, he ain't moving as quick as Mike, but he is a beast. Okay. I mean, Holyfield, you don't want no parts of that either. As a matter of fact, Evander came on my show. You know what I'm saying? Evander came on NCIS LA. I had him come on. He came on and killed it. He did a role. He acted on the joint. He did a quick little cameo, killed it, crushed it. I mean, Evander is just, he's made of something different, man. See, he's like, his intestinal fortitude, his willpower. Me and Evander, like, I remember going over his house back when, back when he lived in Atlanta, when he had the house, before he had sold it to Rick Ross or however that went down. Like, when I remember running around the property and being with Evander, like, he's an animal, B. He's a champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's cut from that cloth. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. You're right.
Yeah. Evander, Mike, you know what I'm saying? Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. Like Lennox won't put them hands. I'll tell you a funny story with Lennox, right? Yeah. So I was doing In the House back when I was doing In the House, right? So I'm doing In the House. So Lennox
sitcom, did the sitcom.
Yeah, the sitcom. I did the sitcom. So Lennox did a guest appearance, right? So we in the, and we, for whatever reason, my character's supposed to be boxing Lennox Lewis for charity, right? So, so we playing around. So, we in there, we playing around. In some kind of way, he threw a punch, and I threw a punch and caught him in the nose. And I was like, don't hit me. Yo, hold up. I said, time out, cut. Hold up. Because I saw him go. Because I wasn't supposed to catch him. I don't know how I caught him. But whatever happened, I wanted to just really give it a timeout and give it a second and reset. Because homeboy, like when I caught him, like he threw a let me see. So Yeah, he threw a little right. No, well, let me see. He threw a jab. Yeah, he threw a jab at me, and I turned this way, and then and it came back with something, and didn't mean to and caught him. Yo, it was a crazy moment because it's like his face completely transformed. He went, and I saw some shit click, and when this shit started clicking, I was like, yo, that was the craziest moment of my life.
Hold on.
And that shit is on film somewhere. NBC got that shit on film somewhere.
Listen, we heard about you and Jamie Foxx. What's going on with you on these sets, man? The
Jamie shit was totally different. I mean, I love Jamie, but Jamie just, I don't know, man. Jamie just, I don't know. We was acting, and he, for whatever reason, and that's my man. I love him. Yeah. He just felt like he was gonna punch me in my face, and that was gonna be the end of it, and I just didn't understand it. You know what I mean?
Now, Jamie's actually playing Mike in the upcoming role. Yeah,
biopic.
Yeah. But he's serious. He's not being a comedian. He's serious.
As an actor, I think he'll be fine. I think
because he played Ray. He played Ray before. But now let me ask you, like
Ray and Mike is
are you up on that? Like where you ready to do a biopic about yourself?
I've had quite a few people ask me about that, but I don't know, man. Maybe, but there's a part of me that just wants to leave that for my kids.
What about a documentary at the least?
Documentary is fine. I mean, we can do something dope.
Like what Beasties just did.
We can do something crazy about my career. I mean, there's a lot
for your kids. Your kids playing the role of you?
No, what I mean is
owning that.
What I mean is that, like, I don't see any reason why, by the grace of God, I don't see any reason why my name wouldn't live on for another 100 years. Mm-hmm. I don't see any reason for it not to. I mean, it wouldn't be the same, but let them do it,
But
I don't know.
The reason why I say that is because when you look at all the biopics with the people who are still alive is the ones that's like when you look at Pac's thing, you can tell Pac's was rushed. You know what I mean? And Benny Boom was my brother. We spoke about it. I got it on camera. It just felt like it was rushed because Pac's life was expanded. Now with these docuseries, it felt like you can do it more. But the reason why I asked you that is I figure why you're alive. We're alive. You're alive and kicking. It might be you that want to approve. You know what I'm saying? Because
I got to tell you again, man. That's not a bad thought. It's just a matter of having the bandwidth to do it and how into it I am. You know what I'm saying? Like. It's funny. It's like, you're making a documentary about history but I'm really more interested in making more history. I'm more interested in making more history than I am thinking about my prior history. So it's like, it's a priority thing because, you plan, you prioritize, execute, and then you assess, right? Like, and it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm open to it. You know what I'm saying?
But what you said about your kids is such a ill thought because that's part of generational wealth in a sense. Like, that legacy that you leave that allows them to financially gain off of that. Because if you do it, you kind of expense that already,
Yeah. But there's 3 different LLs. That's what it's probably going to wind up being 60, right? You know what I'm saying? But you can actually, like, you can see from my radio, you know what I'm saying? Like, good looking for that jacket too. I realized only me, Eminem, and Dr. Dre had that jacket. I was like, I'm in great class.
I pretend that I'm not jealous right now.
I got you.
But even from Can't Live Without My Radio, just from that, from those days up until the Trackmasters Day, that's just a movie. That's just one.
Yeah.
And then
it's true.
You got In the House from there. You actually a dude.
You could have Teenage LL would be 2 hours right there.
I got to see a dude from Farmers Boulevard, where I know where Farmers Boulevard is, on TV every day. Then you got the crazy movie thing. Now you got the grown up. You know what I mean? Like that's like 5 movies, but it's broken up into
as a series, right?
Yeah,
it could be crazy.
Yeah.
It could definitely be crazy. It could definitely be a lot of fun, man. It's just it's definitely something to think about. You gave me a lot to think about. You guys this is like a goddamn think tank over here.
We're doing a brainstorming session.
And it's a think tank.
You know what it is? One, I love and respect everything you got going on. And the thing about it is not only it's something that I try to adapt from you is you're not one track minded. Like I would never think of a lip sync battle. Like I would have never thought of like any type of how did you even become a part of that? The lip sync battle?
Well, what that was the idea was Stephen Merchant and John Krasinski, and they brought it to Fallon. Fallon came to me, and Casey Patterson and Jay Peterson. And
everybody you name sound rich for some reason. They all sound rich. Big them up, all of them niggas. I want to know y'all.
and then we ended up doing the show, and it just took on a life of its own, and became like this billion view YouTube kind of thing that with the show, and right now with CBS and Viacom and transition is resting, but the show is there's still more coming. There's all kinds of cool stuff happening. There's a home edition playing around with on YouTube. There's all kinds of things that we're playing around with on social media. There's more coming. So it's just never limit yourself, man. Right. Never limit yourself, man. Like, don't limit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be willing to do new things, try new things. And like I said, you got to risk looking stupid in order to take it to the next level. But follow your intuition, and let data back that up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
You, Damon, and Fubu ever thought about relaunching Fubu? Or
I talked to Damon a couple of times about that. I'd be open to having that conversation, but that's totally up to Damon. You know what I'm saying? I'm a passive owner in that. I don't have any governance. You know what I'm saying? But I own a taste. You know what I'm saying? But I would be with it. I mean, definitely with it. But it's so much more coming, man.
Right.
You be shocked, baby. I'm telling you, baby. Like, it's so much coming, man. By the grace of God, like it's going to be really fun to introduce what I'm doing to the world. I think you're going to be very
we're gonna be down
inspired.
We're going to be down with you because, see, I'm the type of person, I don't want to go outside my culture. Like, listen, when Drink Champs blew up, me and my partner, EFN, we got deals from all different offers, not deals, excuse me. We got offers from all different type of people. And I, in my career, felt like I always did that. I always went for the money instead of staying with the culture. Because sometimes when you go for the more money, you lose creative shit. You lose ownership. And I just want to be able to be us. Like, I don't ever want to, like, you know what I mean? So I want to stay with us. So me, I want to bring you some projects. I want to, get
we definitely got to do some great stuff. I mean, you got great creative minds. We're going to do a lot of stuff. You're going to see. You're going to see. You're going to be excited. Like, and I'm going to spread the love around. Like people going to be able to win. It's like I said, it ain't about LL. You know what I'm saying? Rock the Bells is going to be a nice place for a lot of people to do a lot of great things. It's going to be a lot of, you guys are going to be able to move and groove and do your thing. You're going to see. You're going to see what I mean. You're going to be like, oh, shit.
We're looking forward to it,
We need a platform where we could go to and say, you know what, young man, boom, boom, and help with production. Because if you shot 5 to 10 videos and they were good, you know how to be a producer. You just got to apply it.
100%. If you it's kind of like, it's going to sound a little crazy, but it's like alloys. You know what an alloy is? An alloy, like metal. It's like if you take bronze and tin and you put it together, that's an alloy. It's a mixture. Well, in life, when you think about how people think, you know what I'm saying? It's being able to take theoretical knowledge, which means education that you received, and then take practical experiential knowledge, which is education that you actually live, and you put those together.
You apply
like an alloy. And when you put that together like an alloy, that's when you're able to take it to the next level, and that's when 1 + 1 can equal 10. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about iron and you take you take that what is it, carbon, I think, and you put it inside of iron and you create that steel, like it's that 1 + 1 = 10 factor. So what you just said is that you're saying that, you have the practical knowledge, the fundamental knowledge, just because you were on those video sets. Now, if you go read up a little bit and you combine that, combine those two, then you be able to do the production or the directing that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you just described to me.
It's like me and EFN, we learned it and we do this shit. It's ourselves.
All day.
All this shit ourselves. So why not with other shows and moving on?
And mistakes and all as well. Like, you got to be, like you said, be willing to make mistakes, be willing to look stupid. And that's what we're willing to do all day long.
And don't get discouraged.
Right.
Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Right. Everybody screws it up. Right. Everybody messes it up. Right. Like all that perfect shit. Even the people that appear perfect in public, privately, they got some shit happening. Right. They done screw some things up. Yeah. So it's just don't let the mistakes destroy you. Like just take it and grow and just keep going and incorporate the learnings, baby.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, instead of me asking you like the wildest experience of your career, you've been talking to your fans every day, 5 Eastern time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific time.
Right.
Have you had a DJ Khaled experience where a fan tried to twerk for you or some shit like that?
I haven't, but it ain't like I'm gonna just click that shit off. I like the way Khaled was playing it off though. Oh yeah,
that shit was hilarious.
I'm with my family. Yeah. Don't do that. Oh no. Oh, you better know. Wait a minute. No. Oh. Yeah. Your man was hilarious. Yo, Khaled's hilarious. Right. That joint, I love Khaled. That post and pre-picture of Khaled with the back-to-back, side-by-side. Khaled gonna kill him. When Khaled come back off this quarantine, when he get his joint right, and he get sharp, and he get line right, he's gonna murder him. Because he been like...
I asked you that, L, because I actually been to your shows and seen girls faint. Like I had seen that on movies before and shit like that. Like I was on a top 40 tour with you. I was you, like Ja Rule, and I think Fat Joe and Ashanti, and you was the closer. Like you had your own room, and you came out and you handed out roses, and I just see people faint, and I was like,
but that was a long time ago. See, now that was a long time ago. Now it ain't really ladies love Cool J, it's more legends love Cool J. You know what I'm saying? that was a long time ago.
That's a good way of putting it.
Them girls got kids. You know what I'm saying? Like it's legends love Cool J. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
why I'm telling you, you might have to be careful on your Instagram live. Somebody gonna get you like Khaled. I'm telling you.
I'm all for it. Like I'm all for it. Be like, man, get busy. Hey, no problem. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke,
recently, I just wanted to say, rest in peace to Chris Lighty. Recently, we just set his birthday.
May 8th.
Yeah, just passed.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, you would think it gets easier as time progressed, and this is just one of them things that it's just not. It's not like wine to me.
Because you know why? Because it just seems so like unnecessary and wrong. It seems so out of character and just so bad. And the fact that the circumstances, let's call it what it is. The fact that they claim it was a suicide just doesn't sit right with anybody. And because of that, it's hard. You can't rest.
Right.
You can't rest. It doesn't rest. It would be different. We want him to be alive. But if somebody had shot him in front of a club,
right,
we at least would understand, like, we'd be at rest. But, may he rest in power. But that suicide thing doesn't add up because we know his character. He was a strong guy. He was not somebody he wasn't perfect. None of us are. But he was a strong guy. He was talented. He was brilliant. He was smart. He was a thinker. You know what I'm saying? He had his team. He was a leader. He was a man, a man's man. Like, it just didn't make sense. So that's why it's kind of like weird. You know what I'm saying? And I still to this day don't believe that he did that to himself.
Me neither.
I don't believe that. I just don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's going to make me believe that. Like, I just don't believe he did that.
I'm with you. Me and 50 talked about that too. We were on the same level. That's why Rock the Bells, we need to do like a Violator division as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's the artist managing artists, and you know what I mean? The people, like, artist development is not even, like, I felt like that's what Violator was. Like,
it was.
I remember me getting a record deal. This is a happy point. Me getting a record deal, me getting money and not knowing what to do, right? Like, I had nothing to do. But one thing I could do was I could go to Violator, I could get a haircut, I could roll dice, and I could buy some weed, all in Violator. Like, and it was like, yo, fuck the hood. I'm just going to Manhattan, 170.
Absolutely.
Barrack.
You know what's hilarious about that? I felt the same way about Rush Productions.
That's what Violator
cut school. It was the equivalent of the same feeling. Yeah, Russell's up there, the office. I'm going up there, and I'm just going. I used to just sit around Rush Productions waiting for something to happen all day long, just trying to be close to get it. Close to get it. I just want to get it, so I'm just going to be around here because there's something hot around here. If it go down, I want in. Like, I did it all day long. So I'm with you 100% on that. I swear to you, B. I swear to you, man.
Also want to commend you on commending saluting the Beastie Boys. I thought that was honorable. I saw y'all together.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what it is, man? Ad Rock, he got me my break. Like Ad Rock played my demo for Rick Rubin. Yeah. Ad Rock, the Beastie Boys, he played my demo for Rick Rubin. And ultimately, and not only did he play my demo for Rick Rubin, but he programmed the drums for my first song, I Need a Beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Ad Rock of the Beastie Boys, I owe him a lot in terms of respect. And so when they asked me, would you host these guys and have them on the channel and celebrate their documentary and their careers, it was a no-brainer for me. And I will always support the Beastie. I mean, look, I got the Beastie Boys book right here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I have the book at the crib. Look,
I got the Beastie Boys book right here.
Rest in peace, and that's
right here. Yo, yeah, exactly. Because my man really, he really, was instrumental in, me being here. Like, so, Ad Rock is, what M is to 50, Ad Rock is to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he put me on. Yeah, yeah.
Now, sorry to get a little political, but I'm sure you've been hearing about Ahmaud. What's my man's name?
Aubrey.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Like,
man, come on, man. Like, I mean, the real way I feel is that, wow. Oh shit.
My bad.
I mean, like the real way I feel is the guys that shot him, like, I feel like, they need to be lined up. And then every black man in America needs to stand on a 3,000-mile line and punch them in their fucking face, one by one, just stand in the line. That's how I really feel about it. And then on top of that, maybe, tighten them up, bend them over and tighten them up on top of that. But the way I feel about that is that I think on a real serious note, in terms of our community, I feel like, this dehumanization of our people has to stop.
Yes.
This dehumanization, and this goes for all ethnicities, right? Like, I'm not excluding anybody, but the dehumanization of ethnic groups, has to stop, man. And white supremacy is truly a virus. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of people who have caught it generationally, and it was given to them. They didn't even ask for it. It was just put in their minds when they were children. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the crazy thing about it. Like, think about it. You have people that think that way, but they were taught that by their parents.
Right.
So it's almost hard that, like, it's hard to fathom that you can't blame them, but it's like, yo, this person was really taught this. Like, somebody really sat around at the dinner table and convinced them that killing a black man was okay. Or they legitimately are afraid of the black men so much that they want to kill them, right? So I feel like we have to, we have to just, we have to, I think there's a level of education that's required. You know what I'm saying? There's just a level of information that's not being exchanged. Like, people are not really understanding who people are. Like, there's a level of humanity that we need to connect on that we're not necessarily connecting on. And look, I care about my people. I want to see my people uplifted. I don't want to see, young men and men in general, people shot down like dogs in the street. I also want to be careful not to generalize and just say, like, make it about all white people or all this or all cops or all this, because that's not true, right? That's wrong. That's a foul state. That's a wrong way to think about it, because there are a lot of people who do care and want to see things better. So I just think we have to be educated. We got to stay focused. We got to be wise in our choices. And we just going to have to fight the good fight. You know what I'm saying? And, we got to protect and defend ourselves, too. I think it's okay to defend yourself. What's
crazy in this case, too, and I don't know if maybe I don't have all the facts, is how long it took for it to come out.
Well, it would have never came out, right? Like, the real question is how many people died in that county that we don't know about?
Exactly.
Right? How long has this been going on, right? It's just a lynching. It's another form. It's just a killing, right? Yeah. It's a lynching. It's a killing. It got filmed and it came out into the public. It's probably been going down there for years and they be getting away with it. But, those guys, the guys who pulled the trigger in that instance, they deserve to be, put in the cell for the rest of their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think killing them is the right move. I think they need to sit in the cell with no mattress on a cold concrete floor with no drawers on, you know what I'm saying, and just sit there for about 10, 15 years. We'll be back. We'll talk soon. I'll talk to you in about 10 or 15 and see how you're feeling. You know, slice of bread a day, half a cup of water. Just chill out. You know what I mean? Because it's senseless. You don't have to kill people. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to run around and treat people like they're inhumane. Like they're not human, like they're subhuman, and with this inhumane treatment. So, you know, that's how I feel about it. But I also think that on the flip side of that, as a country and as a nation, we need to come together, right? I think that injustice needs to be dealt with, yes. But at the same time, as a nation, all of us, we need to come together. There needs to be a healing. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be, the like-minded people need to come together, and there needs to be the spirit of love, not weakness, not foolishness, but just a spirit of love that needs to, permeate our society. And I think that that's part of it too. But it's also about exposure. A lot of the people that think that way haven't been exposed to anything. Yeah. There's in the same community, homogenous society, doing the same things every day for 100 years and thinking the same thoughts and talking to the same people, reinforcing this
archaic infrastructure of thinking, like
this archaic mindset. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And philosophy. So that's what I feel about it. But I want to see our people be good. That's why I think, iron sharpens iron. I think each one teach one. I think you got to be proud of who you are. You got to man up as a man, take care of your family, take care of your children, take care of your wife, take care of your kids, take care of the mother of your children, keep your community safe. If you got a lawn, rake it, cut it, mow it. If you got an apartment and you're in the jacks, you don't be the one to piss in the elevator. Keep it clean. Keep your area clean. Take care of your people. Let's take care of each other. Take pride in how we move. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's part of it. And look, this is a tough time, man, because people were suffering before coronavirus, man.
It's only crazy.
Like people was really suffering. People out here, we get caught up in a little bit of a bubble because, we have conversations about the Forbes and who's rich and who's got this and who's got that. But there's people out here hurting, man, and we can't forget them. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about the cover of Forbes and rubbing money in people's faces. Sometimes it's about connecting with the people and making sure that they are right and making sure that your community and your culture is being uplifted. You know what I'm saying? So I think putting that wise word out there for those kids, putting that wise word out there for all our people, is important. And that's for Americans in general, not just, I'm not trying to exclude whites, Latinos. Like, I think all of them, everybody deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. And that's what it's about. And it's more to life than just money, man. Like, it's important. It's needed, but there's more to life than just that. You know what I'm saying? There's dignity too. You know what I'm saying? Self-respect.
Real talk. So, with the states opening up with this coronavirus, and this is probably the last question, with the states opening up with the coronavirus, but then you see in that it's like almost asinine because the cases are going up. So why would we open? It almost seems like treating certain people like guinea pigs. Do you feel like
there's an old saying, man, a mouse only sees an inch, right? Like, so when it's staring at the cheese in the trap, it doesn't see, that's how the trap works. It only sees the cheese. It don't see right? So it's like a mouse sees an inch, you know what I'm saying? So I would say that people can't go for that. Like, just because it's open doesn't mean, that's like if the doors of the elevator open and there ain't no elevator in there, are you going to jump down the shaft just because it's open? It's open, so I'm going to jump in. Let's go. It's open. They've opened it. And that's basically what we're dealing with. Like, you got people that ring the elevator. I just want to get on the elevator. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of staying home. I'm sick of staying home. Elevator doors open. No elevator. I don't give a damn. Whoa! You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, people need to chill out, B. I know, look, we got introverts and extroverts. Me, I'm a little more introverted, so I don't have no problem staying in the house. Right. Extroverts going nuts. They want to pull their ears off. I can't connect with people. They're going crazy. But I would say this, look, in all of these cities, look, do your social distancing. Yes, there are people who are in situations where they absolutely have to go out. They have no choice. They either have to go food shopping daily because they don't have enough to stock up. They may have to go get a sandwich. You have people that have certain jobs they have to do because their whole world will collapse if they don't go to work. I respect that. But unless you absolutely positively got to do that, chill out. Like, all that going to get your hair and nails done. Like, I told my wife, I'm like, listen. I just want to get my hair done. yo, we got scarves, right? Like, yo, how them scarves look? You got the Gucci scarf looking good right now. Like, you know, girls like, they want to get their nails done. Yo, just, you know what I mean? Yo, what's up? You know, do this, give me this. Because it's like, yo, come on, man. Like, ladies, you don't need your hair and nails done right now. Ladies, don't risk death. Don't risk death to get your nails and the hair done, ladies. Like, chill out. I know you want a pedicure, baby. I know you like it. I know you like when Shaniqua scratches your scalp. I know you want to get it scratched so bad it's driving you insane, ladies. But just chill out. You know what I mean? Real talk. So I would tell everybody, be easy.
My last question. You think this will ever get back to normal? Or I
think it'll be a different type of normal. I think it'll be different from this. I think, but there will be some sort of new normal because I think, like, you know, people are just going to feel differently, right? Like they say, you could tell a lot about a person by how the world was when they're in their 20s. Mm-hmm. So, so when people in their 20s now, 40 years from now, they'll be in their 60s. They may have a mask on somewhere. Like, you look at you're going to be like, look at that old dude with the mask on. But he remembers the coronavirus. Yeah. So, it's like, I think that there will be a new normal. I don't think it'll be exactly this. Things will change. But, look, adapt. Just adapt. That's one thing about, our people and then America in general. Americans adapt, man. We adapt. People adapt, you know what I'm saying? And then the subcultures in America, right? Like not subcultures, but other ethnicities other than white, like Latinos and blacks and people from Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rican, Cuban, like, people from all over the world, like, Italian, French, like people adapt. So we adapt. So, we're going to be all right, man. We're going to be all right, baby.
Well, all right? Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man.
One love, man.
What you said, Andre? Yeah, one. Totally think. Great. Before we get up out of here, I know you had a relationship with Andre Harrell. That came. Yeah. Side-swiped everybody.
Yeah. Rest in peace,
man. Andre was in my scene in Crush Groove when I first got on.
Right.
Wow.
Andre. I've known Andre a long time. I remember. I was at the office when Andre came up with the idea for Uptown Records. We was down there at Rush in Russell's office, and he was sitting there telling me, the story about how he was going to get artists and how he's going to make money and give them points. And he was explaining to me the whole vision, the whole Champagne of rap, because me and Jekyll and Hyde, I call Andre Jack. Me and Jack, we used to go on tour together, you know what I'm saying? And go do shows together and concerts together. Like I did concerts with Andre Harrell on the regular. So it's like, it's I'm sorry that he's gone, and I pray he rests in power, but man, his legacy is amazing. I think his children and his family, the mother of his child, his son Gianni, I think they should be really proud of their dad, really proud of who he was and what he did for the world and the contribution that he made to our culture. I mean, it'll never be forgotten. So yeah, he was a special individual, and he was there with me since the very beginning. I knew him from day one, you know what I'm saying? Like, since I was 16, I knew Andre Harrell.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man, I don't know what to say, man. I just, I hope his son is okay. And, I hope that his family is lifted up and embraced. And it's really sad, bro.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Andre.
Rest in peace.
This whole show dedicated to you, to his family. Condolences to the Revolt family, to the Coneses. Everybody is hit.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that. I just want to send a message to Diddy. I'm sure if he doesn't see it, maybe he'll see this part. I just want to tell you, man, keep your head up, bro. I know he was like a dad to you. I know you lost, your father when you were young, and I know Andre has been, by your side, giving you advice and just being there for you for many years. And I just want to tell you to stay encouraged, homie. And I wish you all the best with your life and your career. And I wish you love. And I just wish your family the best. I know it hasn't been easy for you recently. So I just want to tell you, I got love for you, homie. And stay strong. You know what I mean? God bless you.
Rest in peace and love to this. It seems like since Kobe, right? It's been crazy.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough too. I mean, Kobe was in the house when he was a rookie, man. He was on my sitcom. He did guest appearances. Right? No, with he did it with Derek Fisher.
Okay.
You're thinking about Moesha in the house with Maya Campbell. She's another one going through a lot of things. She has to. I tried to reach out to her, and it just, I couldn't reel her in. But
your show that they
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Kobe was definitely a guest on my show. Him and Derek Fisher, they were both rookies at the time, and we hung out a lot. And he was another really special dude, and I watched him grow up as a man. And special dude.
Well, L, man, sorry to end it on a sad note.
Nah, it's all love. It's all love, N.O.R.E.
L, you're a great example for people to when you transition. You know what? I always told people rap is just a vehicle. Rap is a place that gets you to somewhere so you could go on to something else. And I had that blueprint from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you dominated rap and you went on and did this and did that. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm going to continue to try to do that, walk in your footsteps. And even if I come up a little short, as long as I'm out there winning, I'm doing my thing. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying respecting my legends. I'm enjoying and I want us to continue to celebrate life because we never know. You know what I mean?
Amen. We're going to celebrate it too. And you keep winning, man. You're doing great things.
Yes, man. Thank you, brothers.
One love. Man. One love, FN.
Yeah.
Peace, brother. Peace. Love y'all. Peace.
Man, dope shit, man. We had first
crazy.
Off, Ashy Larry. I don't know why I keep calling him Ashy Larry.
Yo, he is hilarious. I'm gonna have to correct him. I think he called me a white boy. Cubans do not appreciate that shit. Cubans do not appreciate that shit.
Cubans do not appreciate when they call you white. But on the other flip side of it, it's hilarious.
No, it was mad funny. It's funny. Hilarious. I could accept the hilariousness of it.
Yeah. Donnell, man, I've been wanting to get him on Drink Champs, been a fan of him, following him. I thought that was awkward once LL came on. I was sweating.
Nah, that was awkward great.
Greatness of awkward.
that made a quarantine Drink Champs episode real.
Yes.
The awkwardness.
And I want people to know we did not cut him off because when you see him cut off.
Nah, he bounced.
He bounced. He might be still here listening. Like, his camera
He's lingering.
Which ain't no problem, but this is we keeping the essence of Drink Champs, putting people together that don't necessarily belong together, and I think this is another episode of fun, man. We got Twin up there, you know what I'm saying? See, Twin
Rest
was
peace,
last time
Twin.
with LL.
Love you, homie.
Twin was here, but this time with LL, and he's right under LL's box too. So, man, another great episode, man. We knocking it out.
My brother, salute and stay safe. Keep the family safe.
Absolutely, same to you. One love.
Peace.